What's poppin', peeps? The urban franchise, Tony Montana, hitting you guys up. Intro for them series that you're about to watch. Kicking in the fat cave, baby, Tony Montana and Lady V. New talk show slash podcast, we're hitting you up with peeps. Got us, all of our peeps from our city and a bunch around the world joining us on Zoom. A lot of great guests, a lot of talented people who have some amazing projects that we can't wait. What's poppin', peeps? The urban franchise, Tony Montana, hitting you guys up. Intro for them series that you're about to watch. Kicking in the fat cave, Tony Montana and Lady V. What is poppin', peeps? I am that Tony, the urban franchise, Tony Montana, and this is having a cold one with Tony Montana and Lady V. This week we have a very awesome guest, my good friend. You just saw her on Kicking It in the Fat Cave, Natalie Batari, ultimate superstar.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. This show's a bit different than Kicking in the Fat Cave. I know that was a very mature, classy show. This one's having a cold one. So we start each episode with a kung pie, where we all crack one open.
Okay. Oh, this is really cool already.
We have a salute.
Woo! Woo! Sahitkum in Arabic.
Oh,
Say it again?
Sahitkum.
Sahitkum. Okay.
Yeah. Just think of you. So hit come, like you're hitting come.
So hit
This
come.
will help you remember. I know it sounds weird.
Okay.
And in Chinese it's young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy.
Young boy. Young
Yeah.
boy. Young boy. And how about in?
In Trinidad, we don't got time for that. We just start
Okay.
drinking.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, peeps. So, you guys got the vibe of the show, and I threw a throwback of it. So we're just gonna chill. But one thing we're gonna touch on right away. Last time you were here, we talked about your release, your single. Tell them about it.
Yes, I released a track recently called Another Day, and it's available on all the major streaming platforms right now. And
It's fire, peeps.
Oh.
Like legit. I've played this song over 100 times. I was just like, I added it to my playlist, and then I forgot that it was her song, and I just kept replaying it, sharing it a million times. I'm just like, oh my god, it's Natalie's song. This is like straight fire. We got to do another episode right away. How's the numbers been?
it makes me so happy. Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are telling me that they really enjoy the song and
Yep.
that they play it on repeat. So
Mhm.
that's good. I just am not seeing the big numbers yet, but let's wait a little longer.
Give it time, yeah.
I'm about to actually release a track
Yeah.
called Icy with my friend. Finally, we're about to release that very, very soon.
Right on.
It's okay. Instagram will make it viral. You
Yeah.
put it as a trending audio, right? You'll get there.
That's right.
Just with time.
Peeps, you played it like legit. This is deadass one of my current favorite songs. The beat starts off like the first 5-10 seconds. It's like, holy shit, this is like an action movie kind of intro. Then it gets into like the beat drops, and then the vocals drop in, and it's just like the emotions and the vibe. It just like pulls you in, and I'm just chilling there, just like playing it 3-4 times at a time.
Amazing.
Just because it's
Wow.
like I feel the words you say, I feel that especially that line that you said in the interview. So how many times you had to rewrite the song? It was just like, oh my god, she told me that in our interview. Like that's what's like, it felt so real.
Yeah.
I am also one of those people, if I really like a song, I would just play that one song on repeat for a good couple days. So that's pretty good.
Awesome.
Check it
Well,
out.
I'm so happy to hear this. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna put the link in the description, guys, so you guys can go check it out. Trust me, check out Natalie's other music. She's an amazing artist and an actress.
Thank you so much.
So Natalie, we have a segment in this show, where you get to ask us questions too. So it's not a one-way interview. And if any question does not want to be answered, this comes up. So just stay wary, because you might get hit with a question that's like, what the F? I thought we're friends. I love you to death. Don't worry. It's for them. It's for the peeps.
No, just kidding. I'm sure it'll be fine.
So let's talk about some things that I've been trending right now. A very big music artist has kind of been exposed for some really messed up things.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on that?
Well, I think there's definitely something very fishy going on, and I think that it's not even a surprising thing. There's so much of this going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like there will be more and more celebrities that will be more exposed. Not that I'm a conspiracy theorist,
Mm-hmm.
but I do feel like there is some really shady stuff going on, and I think a lot of us can agree to that to some capacity.
I'll tell you something very interesting. A month ago, I had an interview for artists from the States, and we're going to do another interview with her. She was signed by Diddy. She had conversations with Diddy, Diddy telling her she's part of the family. And she revealed a lot of things in that interview that I'm going to wait until we do the follow-up interview. And it was like, honestly, it was only 13 minutes. She cut the interview because she did not like the person who I was working with.
Wow.
So she said, she told me call her after. She told me get rid of that person. They're bad vibes. We'll do this again later. But that 13 minutes was one of the most interesting 13 minutes I've ever had in front of a camera. I had to delete the footage. She asked me to. I did that out of respect. But honestly, like how revealing to see how it is from someone who was an artist in that camp, who actually had conversations. It was just like mind blowing. And then a few weeks later, all this comes out. I really wish that like that interview actually went through and I released it just before it came out because that would have blown up.
Oh my. Some juicy.
But that is something you guys will get to look forward to in the future on Kicking It in the Fat Cave. But it's just like it's shocking and eye-opening. It's kind of like I haven't really dipped my toes so much in the industry, the mainstream industry, but I've seen things. I know you've been in the industry for a while. Is it something that like has it happened? Does it happen here like it does in the States? Or would you say the Canadian scene is different?
Oh, the Canadian scene is different.
Yeah?
In a good way or in a bad way?
In a good way. I think the Canadian scene is definitely less, it's a little less amplified. Like it's like whatever happens in there's beef, there are gangs, there's all this stuff, and there's some shady shit going on. Oops, I said that. Anyways,
No, you can swear.
okay, but
It's
basically,
fuck
it's worse. It's definitely worse in the States for sure.
I've not heard a lot of things happen to any Canadian artists or actors or actresses to those levels that I've heard. But I've heard from people who've went there, what they've experienced over there. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
It's a different animal.
Yeah. Yeah. Lana Del Rey. I remember she said that she slept with someone in the industry to get ahead.
Yeah.
And it never did anything for her.
Mm.
But somehow she found her way.
Yeah. No, that's the other thing. It was just like, and it's shocking to a whole, because there's like, the names that are being implicated in this are like names people a whole generation grew up looking up to them.
Yeah.
Anyone who is trying to be hip or cool, they're getting that, I'm not going to say cliche names, but you know, those labels and stuff. Drinking those alcohols, getting those albums, rocking that, living that life. And then there's like, that life is like, yeah, I'm going to get girls. And the people in that life aren't even into girls.
Mm.
It's just like, what the hell?
The Epstein's List thing too and all that.
And then it's like,
Yeah.
either they're like into dudes or into little girls. It's just like,
That's even
it's
worse.
effed up. Either way.
Yeah, I just hope that there isn't really like an option. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I hope that if you were to become famous, everyone thinks you have to do some Illuminati ritual and all that stuff. I hope that there's an option where you could still make a living and have a fan base and not necessarily
Well,
get into
look at
all
Cat
that.
Williams.
the prime example. The guy just dropped the Shay Shay Lounge. He just dropped the T on all of this. He's like, he's big. Everyone knows who he is. But the thing is, he points out, and it's like, things kind of I've always said is just like, why do you want to be surrounded by only dudes? Why are you like smoking with dudes all the That's a lot of male saliva going into you. And he's saying, I don't go to those parties. He gave up like how many $10 million roles to protect his virgin ass. It's just like,
Wow.
The thing is with Cat Williams, he's been himself. He didn't let them produce him. He created himself. And that's kind of like the model that I kind of follow. Tony Montana is my creation. Maybe I might have to change his name one day, but it's still all me. The character, the mannerism, everything, that's me.
Yeah.
I once you give yourself to where like you can't even be yourself and you just gotta be everything that they tell you to be, it's like you sold your soul. And that's what they say. There's a lot of people who see when they start off, they're one way, but then once they grow big, they're a completely different person.
Yeah.
It's like when you see it's like they're so chill, they're so humble, and it's just like, okay, now they got a few thousand followers. Yeah, I'm too good for y'all. Fuck all you. I'm only gonna have some caviar or whatever shit they are on that. It's like it reveals people. It does reveal people.
There's like two sides of that too, right? It's like once somebody that's really powerful and you're trying to get up there and you know it's really cutthroat, right? They start dangling those carrots.
Yeah.
Right? And when you're desperate, you're trying to make ends meet or you know, like that kind of potential also changes people, right? Like they start to forego, I guess, their own morals, or they're like, oh, you know, maybe doing this is okay because it's not that really big bad thing that other people are doing. This is just, you know, not that bad, right? And sometimes, like, I've seen it too, right? With enough money or with enough influence, and if everyone else is also doing it too, right? You slowly start a lot, like, and that's the thing, it's very hard to stay on solid ground when everyone else is also in there and they're also slightly slipping, and it's a slippery slope.
Oh my
Right?
God.
So
so
take a little bit. Oh, I'm not asking you to do that big bad thing that you don't want to do. To maybe just do this instead. And then afterwards, like, oh, maybe this. It's okay. You're not doing that. Right? I'm like, oh, but what about like for a little bit more of this? Like a little bit more, I'll pay you a little bit more if you do this as well. But you're still not there, like all the way at the end, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then in the end, you find yourself like, oh, this was my baseline, but somehow I got coerced all the way here, you know?
Wow, that totally makes sense to me.
Right?
Yeah.
That totally makes sense. I can
get-
already envision
Mm-hmm.
examples based on what you're saying.
Exactly, and that's probably how a lot of people who don't normally end up, like, if you ask them on a regular day, on a regular basis, if there's no money involved, there's no large influence involved, they probably would never do something to that degree. Probably not even close to it. Like, we're probably still in this great, like, safe zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start having such a large influence, so much money. You start to see people kind of chip away. Like, what can they mentally be okay with, right?
Yeah, and then the more you keep going, and then that's where they get you.
Yeah. And then the more the easily influence people, especially if they're young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they want to get ahead. That's how it
It,
happens. That's how victims happen.
It's true to a degree. It's just like where people don't have the patience for the process. And that's the thing. It's like I come from a different way of looking at it, because like I could honestly say I'm completely self-made. My audience is organic. I've grown, and it's just like I didn't need help. And I know it's like you have faith in yourself. Like if I was able to even get a fraction of my audience in my 20s, it'd probably be a completely different audience. I probably would have been more childish and stupid. But the simple fact of the matter is people have to understand they got to go through that phase of being childish and stupid. It doesn't have to be when you blow up. You gotta mature. You gotta grow. The reason it's not happening right now, because you gotta put in that time and grow in the industry. You know this very well because you've been in the industry. You gotta experience things. You gotta get all those no's or go through all the trials and tribulations, get something, then lose it, just to understand the way the game is. There's very few cases where people do blow up right away. It's about having patience and having faith in yourself. There's shortcuts there. But I feel the most important thing is to be able to look yourself in the mirror in the morning. Be able to look at you and be like, yeah, I'm me. I didn't change who I am. Be 100% authentic.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's lost on so many people, doing things that are completely not them just to get noticed.
And I want to add, right? It's not just making money, right? Like, money is the result of a meaningful purpose where people enjoy what you're doing and they give you money, and you know, that purpose makes you feel better as a person, right? It's authentic to you, right? It's not like a lot of people sell, like you said, like sell their soul for money, right? And I think because everyone is so concerned about that money, they forgo all of that. And we end up in these terrible situations where people do get hurt, right?
This is true.
So it's not just money. You gotta have purpose and your own morals, and you gotta be able to stick to it. And if you can, eventually, maybe it'll be a little slower, but you're gonna feel so much better, right?
Yeah, that's such a good point.
Like I've had like some friends kind of jokes like, oh, you know, if somebody offered this much money, I don't care. Like, they can take whatever they want. And I'm like, do you really want that? I don't agree with that.
Yeah, especially not my soul.
Yeah, like, if you need to sell somebody out or you know, or sell your own self out.
For me, it was being
It'll
told to
come
wear
back
a
and haunt
dress.
you.
That's where I was kind of like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
What?
To wear a dress.
Okay.
And this is just right after me doing an interview on a podcast saying that I don't understand why black men are consistently emasculated. And then I go back and my producer's like, we need to get you in the dress. That's the best. That's going to be great. And I was just like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And I was just like, it kept being brought up and I was just like, no, fuck this. And that a lot of things just kind of fell apart after that. And I was just like, if you can't move away from it, it might be a great idea for you. Maybe for someone else who actually wears dress in their life. There's a lot of talented people who like to wear dress. Why don't you get them to wear dress in movies? Why do you want to make people who don't do that in their personal life do it? I will never understand.
I mean, that's a slippery slope too, because you're acting. You're not supposed to be who you are. Right?
This is true, but to a degree, acting is just showing your depth. If you don't want to do it, you shouldn't be forced into it. If you're willing to do it, all the power to you. In Shakespeare, it was all guys playing the female roles. Maybe there's people who want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But if they don't want to, why try to force someone to do it?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Why does someone have to do that to get to that next level?
Yes.
Now I feel this show has gone a little dark, so I think it's time for
Oh, oh, I'll try to.
hold on.
I clearly haven't.
We did not practice
so
this
fun.
in
I also clearly have never had to get to play with these when I was a kid. Ah! Okay, what are we doing this for?
rapid fire question.
All right, rapid fire questions.
All right.
Okay, I'm done now.
All right, this is your segment.
Oh yeah, so I never got to interview you last time,
Okay.
so I'm glad I could now.
Yeah. Yes.
So we're gonna do all these rapid fire questions. Favorite drink?
Water.
Water? Okay. Favorite fast food restaurant?
Wendy's.
Favorite song?
Oh, that's hard. With or without you, you too.
Favorite artist?
Drake, like I said last time, I guess.
Yeah,
Well,
he's cool.
I'll say someone else. I really like the baby's music though. The baby.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Oh dear. Memento.
Ooh. Okay. What's the
That's a good one.
favorite show that you've worked on?
That I've worked on.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh. Okay. Oh, this is a hard one. Suits. Yeah, I didn't finish
Ooh.
the show, but I would say it was like the best one I worked on. It was just like I got a lot of days on it. And it was real interesting. Like I was fangirling the whole time, and
Who's your favorite actor?
in that
Actress?
show,
Yeah.
well,
That you got to meet.
Gabriel Mott, the main guy, you know, he was very serious, very focused. There was no chit chat. I did get to talk to Jason Priestley on Private Eyes, which he was very nice.
Wow.
And Law and Order, when I filmed, when I worked on it as a cop last year, that was really awesome too. Law and Order
wow.
Toronto. It's
Yeah?
it's actually airing right now.
Oh, okay.
It's airing.
Peeps, look out for
Check
that.
her
It's
out.
just-
Make sure you remember spot her.
It's actually a background role, but still, you know, I got a few days, so maybe you might see me. I haven't even watched it yet. I know
Yeah.
it's crazy, but
Was
I'll get
Martin
to-
Huss on there?
Hmm?
Martin Huss? Do you know him?
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Was he there?
Martin Huss. He's the actor.
Yeah, the black guy. I know anytime there's like cops, he's like always one of them.
Oh no, he wasn't. It's a different cast for the Toronto.
Yeah?
Yeah. But they're still well known. Like
Yeah.
they're still really known, well established actors. Like that you definitely will recognize some faces.
Right on,
Mhm.
right on.
But it's like cool to see a film like a series that's set in Toronto
Okay.
and like it's just super cool.
That's true.
And I played a Toronto cop in it. So
Nice.
I always sometimes when we watch movies, right, and then you recognize the downtown core. I'm like, oh my god, that's
Oh,
Toronto!
man.
Hey!
Scott Pilgrim
Hey!
versus the World was the one
Oh,
that
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
really is like, oh my
Oh,
god.
I loved that
Sonic
movie.
Boom. That's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
I love my what's his name?
Michael Cera?
Cera? Yeah, oh my gosh. So such a funny actor.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant.
We
Mm.
actually have we are Hollywood North, so actually a lot of Hollywood films are actually filmed here.
Yeah.
We are Hollywood North.
We
Yeah.
are Hollywood
You were
North.
in a big movie, and you told me you met someone huge in our first interview who's like one of my favorite actors.
Oh, Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, the man from Toronto. She met
Yeah.
Woody, guys.
Oh.
She met Woody.
Yeah, that was cool. That was real cool. He was very, very nice to me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Woody's an awesome guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't make the cut, but it's okay. It was just a good time.
Yeah?
A good, fun scene.
No, just an experience. Just to
Yeah.
be on sets and then just interact with
And-
any of those people. It's just like, oh my God.
They gave a couple of my friends lines.
Yeah?
Oh.
Right
So
on.
some people got upgraded.
Yeah, okay.
Great for them, you know?
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
As soon as you get talking lines, you get paid a lot more. Don't
You
you?
Mhm.
get upgraded automatically to actor.
Yeah.
So that means you get a credit.
Nice.
And you do get paid more, yes. I
And-
mean, most often, yeah.
And then when it's just more than 6 lines, you get more, right?
That's considered principal, so
Yeah.
that's another level.
Wait,
Yeah.
6 lines and you're considered
more than
principal?
6
Yeah.
sentences.
More than 6.
Like,
What?
I'm principal and Pink is in. for
Yeah,
example.
yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Definitely.
For example, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was an actor.
Yeah?
No, I wasn't. I was just an extra.
Hey,
I was an
It's
extra
still
twice.
awesome.
Yeah.
We call it background because the term extra, we feel like you're still you're not just extra, you're like a big part of the. But yeah, people have always called it extras.
Mm,
But now a lot of people call it background
yeah.
or BG.
okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups,
or
yeah.
s-
So
same.
consider it now.
Well, everyone needs a title. Everyone deserves it, right?
Well, yeah, sometimes they call us on set. Big directors. I've worked with big ones like he did the horror movie Thanksgiving. Eli Roth. I've worked with him. I've worked with
Ooh, Eli Roth.
I've worked with the guy that directed the new movie Painkiller. Painkillers. It's a series. Sorry.
Mm.
Like I don't know, different directors. Adam Egoyan and like a lot of them say they call us background superstars or background artists. I like it when they call us background artists.
Yeah, no, I like that. Or when it's like a physical soul, your background athletes.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny. That is cute. I like that.
One time they called us background celebrities. They're like, "Hello, my background
Well,
celebrities."
these are like now the way. This is why I like the industry, and it's why I've actually started working on projects more mainstream myself.
Yeah.
Is just because like you actually have decent people who are gonna respect everyone on set. It's just like everyone gets a certain level of respect. It's like it was mandated for a while, but it's just like you've been in it a while. Have you noticed that change where people are treated better, or is just like the Canadian team's always been treated decently? Would you say?
No. Backgrounds?
Yeah, or and just in general.
No, generally it depends on the show, but you know we're not always treated like the best, but usually it's been fine because I work with union.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
So with union shows, they make sure that we're treated fairly.
You're with Extra,
usually,
right?
Yeah.
I'm actually my friend is kind of pressuring me to get with them because there's some paroles he wants to get me in some shows. So I'm kind of considering to take a few smaller things that he's offering me.
Yeah.
Because you just need 3 within like a year, right?
I think so.
3 credits.
Yeah, 3 credits.
But you when you get 1 credit, you're automatically a union member. You get paid the same as a full.
It's just 1 you need?
You just need 1 to get in the union, yeah. 3, you need to be a full member.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then you have to take courses, like.
There's just a couple
like a
of
course or
online
two?
courses too, but that's not too much time.
Mm.
What really is the difficult part is the first credit, because either you have to do 1,600 hours of background work to get it, or get an actual credit in a union show, and then you'd have to pay for it.
That's the other thing, the dues, that's yearly, right? Annually, right?
Yeah, like I mean, every time you get a credit, it's like a couple $100 or so, and then that way, you know, you can buy yourself into it anyway.
Do you guys want to see me do this? I'm getting really pressured. Apparently, my look is kind of like in high demand.
Do it.
Yeah.
So
I say do it.
I'm thinking it.
But
Maybe we'll be working together in the future.
Yeah, but the only thing.
I'm gonna bring you with me. Actually, there's a soda I'm kind of on, and there's a role I'm kind of trying to get them to put you in on an independent series. We'll talk about that.
Do I have to memorize lines because I have very bad memory?
No, you're a very nerdy person who can't really talk, so you're stuttering most of the time.
Oh, perfect! That just sounds like me unregulated.
Alright, so I'm gonna play Tony Claus right now. And these episodes in the future, now that we're monetized, I gotta give you guys gifts each episode. And we got a solar eclipse coming up.
Yay! Thank
so
you.
You guys can watch the solar eclipse.
I was
Oh my
literally
gosh,
looking it up last night.
I was just talking about this today.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I could get those glasses. Thank you.
No worries,
Well,
no
this
worries.
is like legit.
Yeah.
I've been looking on where to get these.
Okay.
You.
What?
Oh,
I
they're
don't
so
wanna-
dark.
April
like,
8th. April
actually.
8th.
So guys, make sure the solar eclipse is coming up, guys. Be safe. This is a beautiful thing to see. These are not expensive. I got a case of them online for $20 on Amazon. There's so many places where you can find them. There's actually restaurants that are giving them away for free if you go to them.
Really?
I almost did that.
I'm pretty sure the Science Center is giving stuff out.
Yeah, they always do. They always do.
And then I looked online. Warby Parker.
Warby Parker.
Warby Parker, like the store in Yorkdale.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I looked it up and I was like, where can I find solar glasses? And it said Warby Parker.
Wow. Wow, I'm going to use this eclipse to manifest.
Very nice.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. Mine's just a shit show.
So,
Oh no.
I gave the gifts because now I'm going to hit you with the hard ones.
Oh no.
The hard ones.
There's a catch.
I'm sorry to do this, but who was the worst person to work with? Which actor is it the hardest
I'll skip this one just because usually talking about some other actor could get me in trouble, so I'll skip this one.
She is
Smart
spinning the
Smart
shot
choice.
spinner. We'll
Okay.
get the spin in post.
All right.
So we have got it on.
Take a shot.
Take a shot. All right. And we got some good stuff.
Oh,
Grey
no.
Goose. Grey Goose.
Alright. Hopefully I don't puke. Just kidding, I'll be fine.
I'm sure your tolerance is way higher than mine.
It probably is, yeah.
I have
Alright,
an
let's
alcohol
do it.
intolerance.
Oh, now? Right now?
Right on.
We'll choose with you.
Okay, cheers.
Let's do it.
Cheers, cheers, guys. Thank you again for having me.
Absolutely.
And this is kind of fun. I had that I have this option. Cheers.
We had to get one in just to say it, just so you guys see it happen in action in an episode. I don't want to do it. There will be guests in the future where I have to do it. Like bringing them on the show, there will be guests who may have a big online beef, and then they're coming online, and I was like, okay, how can I not? How can I not?
True.
But this is like, I'm sorry, you're the first victim of it.
No problem.
Hit me with something that I don't want to say.
Hit me with your best shot.
I wonder who.
Come on.
Okay.
Hit me with
You
something.
talked about someone who you brought to a restaurant that was a bad experience.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I
you
don't
want
know.
me to...
I understand if you don't want to say it. No, wait, that's too much. No.
I was-
Probably because it's not us.
I will tell the story, but I will do a spin too.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll do both because I don't care. I tell you guys everything, and I told you all this on my Insta and Facebook stories already.
I'm just so curious about it.
Where-
But, you know. Oh,
What is this
I
one?
think it's either Spin Again or YMCA.
Spin again. Spin again.
What's YMCA for?
Do you have to
What's-
dance the YMCA?
No
I got-
way, that would be so funny.
I don't think I got the vocals.
Oh my god, is it again going to YMCA? Okay.
We gotta do
Okay.
it.
Here we
Okay. Okay. YMCA. YMCA. Dun 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 dun.
Oh
There you go, peeps. And the story is, it's actually the same girl who that artist told me not to film with. It was before the shoot. I was actually helping her with shoot some stuff for her OnlyFans, and then then I found out I had to do the interview because that's the one you canceled that time. So I was just like, okay, okay, well, we're eating after the shoot, and I was just like, okay, you want to co-host with me in this interview? And like, because the way she dressed when we went to her, I was not letting her be in the food with me. She kind of looked like crap.
That's the thing when you said that.
I was just like, because I know she could look so much better. I was just like, no, I'm not. And like, you can't really talk that good. So it's like, and then in the interview, she kind of just sat there and didn't do or say anything. Ultimately, what stopped the interview was the artist saying, I don't like this girl's energy. She's demonic, blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
She legit told me the girl had demonic energies. I won't even lie.
This was the time I canceled?
Yeah.
Oh, like that day?
Yeah. It was like, because I was already doing the other shoot, so I was just like, okay, well, you want to just come with me and do this? And then we didn't finish the interview because the girl didn't want to do the interview with that girl, since she would have preferred
Was this
if...
when I had a headache?
I don't remember.
No, this was after that.
I think it was like, no, that was with her.
That was when.
It was like, I think it was before you were leaving, you had a lot to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I was like, already I had said, we'll come back to it later anyways, right? But then it was just like, honestly, just someone I needed out of my life. I won't even lie to you. The next day, like, I blocked this girl, despite the fact she, like, legit came and parked in front of my house yesterday.
Yesterday?
Last night.
I'm so glad I missed that.
And she was just like,
Uh-oh, she's gonna come after me.
just like WhatsApping me and be like, you want me to ring your doorbell to the forest? I was forced to go and talk to her and be like, leave me alone. Yesterday.
I'm sorry you have to go through that.
It's what happens.
I'm sorry I had to cancel and you had to go through that.
No, it's all good. It's all good because legitimately you had a lot going on. You were traveling to like another part of the country, and it's like you even saying let's do it that day was just you being nice, and I was like, I knew it was just like, no, you don't have to. It's just like because I knew you had so much going on.
I did. Yeah.
But it was just like that's the day I posted no more temporary co-hosts. I have an awesome co-host. I can't replace it.
Thank you.
I have awesome friends I can film with. If I have to cancel a shoot with you, then I'll call Natalie and we'll film something else. we'll go do a review or something. Which, guys, stay tuned on a future episode of Fat Kid Tuesdays. Natalie, being one of the 20,000K subscriber giveaway winners, will be joining us as Shadon Benny. You mentioned a while ago you wanted to try Trinidadian food.
Yeah.
When we were talking the other day, you said you love Trinidadian food. This is a Trinidadian fusion restaurant my niece was telling me about. Her and my cousin went. Apparently it was very awesome, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
Excited.
A lot of great food options.
I love trying new food.
Me too.
You
And
guys
I
can
love
tell me.
Trinidadian food too.
I don't think I've really tried Trinidadian food, so I'm looking forward to it.
I've tried like doubles and like this roti place once. Yeah.
Right on. Guys, I remember I've talked to both of you about the WGF. I'm giving you guys, this is not a prediction. This is not me saying what else. This is a spoiler. When we introduced the WGF Women's Championship, I'm actually rigging the thing so that these two would be the ones in the finals. So whichever one of you is the best at Mortal Kombat will win this belt.
Wait. What did you sign me up for?
Stay tuned to find
What
out.
is this WGF
Dun dun
thing?
dun.
Wait, do you know about it?
I have no idea.
We talked about it back at the studio.
Told you my memory sucks.
Okay, but I wasn't there.
I brought it up to you on
forgot.
a other video. You may have forgotten. But there's something else. You know,
Wait. Okay, yeah, go on.
there was something that happened last week. And we kind of celebrated it last week.
What?
Someone had a birthday.
Aw.
So, Natalie, do you mind joining me in singing happy birthday to our birthday girl? This is the last day of her birthday week because it's Tuesday, so this is like the end of the birthday week. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vivian.
Flawless.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you got me a gift. Thank you.
You're such a sweetheart.
Well, you didn't have to.
Well, I
wasn't
kind of knew
expecting
this before you came.
Should I
Ooh.
open it now?
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you. Okay. I gotta,
This is the gift.
respect the gift.
This was based on the answer of one of your questions to when I interviewed you.
One of the questions
When I interviewed you.
when you interviewed me. Oh, like on Zoom?
No, like the one I've interviewed you on Kicking in the Fat Cave.
Ah, okay. We did a lot of interviews.
This is
That's true.
Luxury likely spends to bloom equally beautifully. Oh, thank you. So pretty.
That's great.
The box is nice.
I'm so curious now.
No, me too. You really didn't have to.
This is so pretty.
Oh, this is so pretty.
What? Oh, that is
Even
such
has
a
the
nice
little
cup.
spoon
So
too.
nice.
This
Has the
is
cozy.
gorgeous.
The cloth to clean it, and there's the little
This
spoon.
is the most gorgeous cup I've ever seen.
Because you said you like
so
hot
pretty.
drinks.
I do.
That's such a nice gift.
That's so pretty. I don't want to use it though. It
Oh
comes
my
with the doily.
gosh,
Okay, you guys
this
have
is
to
so
see this.
cute. This is so,
So
awesome.
cool.
And it has a
Look at the
doily.
It comes with a doily and
Oh, it's a doily. It was like
look how
ghost
pretty
doily.
it is. All the details. The
Oh,
gold
wow.
handle. Has jewels.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I can't believe this is my first time meeting you today as well.
Aw, yeah, you're super awesome.
Thank you. So
You're
are you.
both super awesome. And like, you know, I actually, it's really funny because I actually used to say that I hate gifts and I didn't like giving gifts because it's always so hard to find a nice gift that somebody would like. So then I would think that's, you know, kind of wasting money and wasting people's money or time, right? So like over the years, especially the last year and especially the last month or two, like from my, like I've gotten gifts from my friends and things like that, and I've just been so touched, right? And then I realized that I only use the cups that were given to me as gifts from my friends.
Oh.
And I'm always wearing the like the stuff that my friends give me, and like, I realize it's because, you know, sometimes when I'm going through hard times or like I'm by myself, right? Like, I see the things that they were given to me, right? And it just makes me feel really loved. Like, oh yeah, like I'm surrounded by love even though they're not here. And so, like, I've really come to appreciate gifts a lot more.
Me too.
Yeah, and so like this like gift is also super special. I don't know if I want to like properly drink from it because it's gonna tarnish all the crystals in the gold and everything and the color.
I think it was designed to be able to handle it.
Are you sure? I don't want to.
It's the most bougie teacup I've ever
It's
seen.
actually the most bougie teacup.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you.
the Queen would approve. Queen of England.
I got a drink with like pinky up. Yeah.
Pinkies up.
Pinkies up.
Yeah. Apparently eating your taco or whatever with your pinky up is.
I find myself doing it for everything. I don't know why. I'll be like eating a burger at McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is so elegant. The McRib, we've waited 7 years for this, but this is totally worth it. The hint of pickles and the onions is just right.
Oh, your accent is so good.
Aww.
That's so funny. I love hearing my friends randomly.
Talking about
Being
accents.
classy is like a character trait.
Let's run back a segment from our last interview. Remember? Let's do some wrestling talks, Peeps.
Wrestling.
Ooh,
talk.
yeah. WrestleMania next week. Have you been keeping up?
No.
No? I'll tell you who's wrestling.
Okay.
You might get excited. You might remember this guy.
Oh, Roman Reigns.
The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
The Rock is coming back. And here's the thing, for any wrestling fan right now, The Rock is back and he's a bad guy for the first time since the 90s. So it's just like, holy shit, this is The Rock I remember in high school. This is the guy.
Oh, the fanny pack?
No. That was pre-wrestling. That was
should
his.
wear it anyway.
This is his CFL days. I actually
meme
did dress up as that Rock one year. But in high school, I legit bought the dress shirt, everything, did my hair like The Rock with the sunglasses, the bad guy Rock.
That's so funny.
The Rock who's like, he just dropped the F-bomb on an episode of wrestling, which is unheard of. But the way he did it was just so brilliant.
Wow.
It was just like...
Who else?
Logan Paul is wrestling.
Oh, Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's a champion right now. He's a United States... Yeah, he's a United States champion.
Wait,
And
actually?
Jake Paul, his brother is set
Fighting
to-
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, in July.
I'm intrigued to see how that goes. I'm very intrigued.
Very interesting. I will not miss that event.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I'll
Definitely
spend
watching that.
50 or 70 bucks, however much they charge on Triller nowadays to
Whoa.
watch that.
I know people who have their money though. They've already been placing bets.
Isn't
I'm
Dr.
also-
Mike also wrestling too? Or
Who?
boxing?
Which
Dr.
one?
Mike
Dr. Mike. I
on
haven't heard of him.
YouTube. Okay, I kind of nerd out on like medical stuff. But like,
Oh,
He's
it's
a
like a real
doctor.
doctor.
yeah, he's a real doctor. But
Okay.
he's like.
He
going
might be,
to-
because YouTube has a whole boxing
Yeah.
link.
So when was that a thing?
Guys, I'm trying to fight
Oh.
Boogie 2988. You fat fuck.
Oh,
I'm challenging
fighting
you.
words.
Who?
Boogie 2988. I want you. You want redemption after that much? Last match?
I wanna get
The Urban
popcorn.
franchise Tony Montana's calling you out. And also, Labatt Blue, please sponsor me.
We'll get popcorn.
Tahiti Treat, please sponsor me. Mudslide, please sponsor me. Whoever, please sponsor me. But yeah, Boogie 29, yeah, Canada Dry. I'm Canadian. Born and
Yes.
raised in Toronto.
Yes.
Sponsor me, Canada Dry. WWE, you know how much I want you. I want you more than any sponsorship out there. But as talking about that, we're getting to the point. Do you ladies have anything else you want? Yes, Molson Canadian. Sponsor me. I don't care who you are. You could be the dollar bear, no name bear.
I thought of a fun question to ask.
Okay.
If you could do anything else than what you're doing now, what would it be?
I would be wrestling at WrestleMania next week.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I will be doing a review. I will be doing a review. You ladies have any plans for next weekend?
next weekend, I have a 1-year-old birthday to go to. A friend's baby's turning 1, so I'm going to that.
Right on.
And that's about it so far.
Mm-hmm.
So that's April 6th that you're talking about? Or
The Saturday and the Sunday.
and
So
Sunday.
2
Okay.
nights.
All right.
If you're free, let me know.
Okay.
I'll have pizza. I'll have drinks. And you get to join me in my review.
Thank you. And what's your favorite cake
My favorite cake?
or dessert?
I don't know. Anything chocolate's always good. Yeah. But like I think in terms of cake, I think rose lychee is always a good.
Ooh, rose lychee. Look at you, all fancy bougie. I have a question for both of you, but before I ask it, I'm gonna predict if you like oysters or not. Don't tell me. 1 second. Just for that face. I don't think you like oysters. You just took a sip. I think you like oysters. Now tell me if I'm right or wrong.
I've enjoyed them. I like oysters, but mussels almost killed me once.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's all
You're
good.
not
So
supposed
mus-
to eat mussels raw.
Well, they like
You
my,
know that,
my
right?
parents had them in the oven and they melted cheese on them, so they were cooked.
Okay.
But it was a combination of having a pizza with black olives on it.
Oh, if you
uh,
combine them.
And it's like
Really?
from Pizza Nova. This is when I was younger. My little brother talks about it to this day because he's never seen me like. I'm Superman. I'm legit to everyone who knows me. I'm fucking Superman. And he was like, I've never seen you like that. He almost died that day. Like he still talks about he almost died that day. Anytime black olives or mussels are brought up, he'll bring up how I almost died.
So you don't touch black olives, I'm guessing, or
No,
mussels, or
no.
pizza nova.
I've actually eaten black olives in Greek salad and enjoyed it.
Oh,
So I think it was just a combination of the two.
okay. And how about you? Do you like? Do you not like, or do you like oysters? Maybe I'm wrong.
I think I like oysters. I do, depending. No,
Yeah,
I
but-
do. I do. Sometimes it's a little slimy, like too oceany.
They're
My-
slimy as fuck.
My
Yeah.
one complaint
Yeah.
is like the sand, the
Oh.
crunch. That's like I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like I like the consistency, but when you get that and you get that crunch, that's just like oh.
Oh no, for me, the only way I've ever had it was I can count the number of times I've ever had it in my life.
Mm,
I've only had oyster maybe 2 or 3 times,
mm.
and I had put hot sauce, squeeze lemon juice, and I would have it with like a shot of vodka.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I would swallow it. I wouldn't even chew it, nothing, just swallow it.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay. But generally, I don't like oysters.
No,
You should
Not
try
really. Slimy.
the more vinaigrette kind of thing.
Yeah?
Maybe you'll enjoy it a bit more.
Okay, because I'm
A
curious.
lot of Tabasco.
Hmm.
Then you won't taste it so much. The vinegar kind of cuts the.
Oh, the vinegar. Okay. Vinegar's
Vinegar.
great.
The vinaigrette is kind of like a little bit sweet, a little
Okay.
bit very tart.
Okay.
So maybe it won't taste so fishy.
Because I love
Yeah.
hot. I could do that with a bit of hot sauce maybe.
Yeah.
And do you like cilantro?
No.
And
honestly,
I love-
it's works on certain things where it works.
I love it. It's apparently a genetic thing.
Really?
Apparently your genes determine whether you hate cilantro or like it. Because some people taste soap. Like to them it tastes like soap. And to some people it tastes amazing. Like I love cilantro. Like I would always want to have it in my fridge. But I'm very picky with it because a lot of places they don't have it fresh.
Oh yeah.
I think that was an
Yeah.
issue when we
yeah.
did the taco episodes.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Oh, I will sprinkle cilantro on anything.
prefer not to have so much. It tasted fine though.
Yeah, I remember
when
you
for
mentioned that.
that. Yeah, I was
That's-
okay with it.
That's where I say it's like certain things and certain dishes. Like I grew up a picky eater, like I was telling you before.
Yeah. when
I was
you
very
were-
Canadianized growing up as an eater, but it's just
Yeah.
like mushrooms I hate with a passion. Just the consistency of mushrooms I'm not a fan of at all.
Oh, okay.
But it's like there's certain dishes where it works.
When it's mixed in maybe. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like lamb I'm not a fan of, but I found with the way it's prepared in Middle Eastern cuisine, I do
Oh.
like lamb.
Depends on how it's.
That's what it is.
Yeah, because a couple of times I didn't like it, but then once or twice it was so good. Like I had
Yeah.
a lamb burger in
Mm.
Greece, and it was like the best thing I've ever had.
Yeah, that's the
The
thing.
way
It's
they
just,
did it was just so good.
it's just
It
all in
depends,
the
yeah.
way it's preparation, and that's the beautiful thing about food and the way the world is now. It's just like all these cuisines are being like brought everywhere.
Mhm.
Like what you can have here, couldn't have when I was a kid. I'm loving being able to have all these options now, though. Right? It's
Yeah.
like there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of options in this world. A lot of options.
All right, Peeps. So we're gonna wrap it up right there. Peeps, where can they follow you, Natalie?
Oh yeah, Pheroine, Pheroine. You can find me on Instagram, even Facebook, even Twitter, Deezer, Spotify, of course, all that jazz, like all the major streaming platforms like Apple Music.
Where can they follow you, Vivian?
And yeah.
Oh, if you want to see my adventures of trying new things, you could visit Wabi Sabi Adventures on YouTube, or my foodie adventures on Instagram is Eat Now, Diet Later.
Ooh, eat now, diet later.
Right?
All right, Peeps. Well, you know where to follow me. I don't need to tell you anything. I'm an awesome superstar.
Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already yet.
Yes, subscribe. So that we can do more episodes.
Yes. Thank you. And hit those channel memberships. I was able to join the gym today. My chest still hurts, but I feel amazing. Do you guys remember the outro? No?
Yeah.
Stay good, Peeps, and keep it blitz.